1.
Hello.
Don't say hello like that. This is episode 4 of Harmonized Hustle. I am your host again, your only host, and my co-host Brian and Jess. Today's gonna be a different episode because clearly, as you can see,
We have a special guest.
we have a special guest in the building. He may or may not wake up. He may add his 2 cents here and there. He's a little gassy too, so
Yeah.
you may hear him.
Somebody didn't want to stay down, so
We gotta make do.
cheers to making it work.
Yeah, I tried to put him down. He wasn't going down. He was not having it. He has this thing where if you as soon as you put him down, he starts squirming and then he wakes up.
And when I say squirming, like, this kid doesn't stop. So if there's any parents out there with tips on how to get
Tips, man.
your kid to sleep independently,
I'm tired of
please let
getting
us
tips from
know,
people.
because I haven't gotten a good night's rest.
I keep hearing it gets better, it gets worse. I don't even know what to believe anymore. But anyway, we had a little bit of a hiatus, a little bit of a break because we were celebrating a couple birthdays. Ironically, Jess and I share almost the same birthday. We're a few days apart. So that week we had a few birthdays.
We did.
Me, you, my brother, my dad. So it was a little bit, it was a little hectic. So we kind of took a little hiatus, a little break to kind of just get everything back on track. And Mr. Special Guest, is he gonna make an appearance? No, he's I don't know. He's not feeling it today. So yeah, it was a little bit of a hectic month, January. We're in February now, so hopefully the events aren't as plentiful. There's a lot going on in January.
A lot, yeah.
February, or
A little bit of a slower month.
these are the slow months where it kind of starts to just die down and then picks back up in the spring. But yeah, that's a little bit of the current events of what's been going on with us. And this is today's episode, we wanted to talk about something that I think a lot of people can relate to. I mean, listen, we're going to be talking about things that most people can relate to. Whether you like it or not, it's up to you. Whether you agree with our take, that's on you guys. But a lot of the things that we talk about, I think are... it's not even a lot of the things we talk about are like, podcasts.
Oh, I was going to say controversial.
A controversial? No, most of the things that we talk about are past experiences from what we've gone through.
Yes.
And then
I'm going to say like 90% of what we talk about we've experienced.
And then somehow we turn it into like a comedic joke. And we start laughing. But yeah, man. Going through heartbreaks. Jess?
Dun, dun, dun.
Jess has gone, I don't know, I wouldn't consider it a heartbreak, whatever.
No, like obviously I've been through heartbreaks. I actually, before we started recording, I asked Brian, I'm like, today's topic is heartbreaks. I'm like, have you even ever gotten your heart broken? And this man,
I'm a
tells
kid
me
at heart.
about a heartbreak. He's like, yeah, I've had a heartbreak. And I'm like, oh, okay, like when? He's like, in 3rd grade. And I'm like,
Bruh.
I mean, a heartbreak's a heartbreak, I
Listen,
guess.
I had a heartbreak in 3rd grade. I'll never forget her name, Roxana Nunez. It's not Roxanne, it's Roxana. Roxana Nunez. All right, if you're listening to this, I'm sorry that I'm airing you out, but
you had an
this is enough time. There's enough time that's passed. Real quick, I remember she was just playing hard to get, man. She was playing hard to get. I liked her. I told her I liked her. And all she kept doing was just playing hard to get. And I remember one time my neighbor, like we were like going back and forth, me and this girl, Roxana. Not Roxanne, it's Roxana. We kept going back and forth. And she just kept playing games with me, man. And then she was like, well, I like this dude too. And he just so happened to be my next door neighbor. Well, he lived right across the street from me. This dude, you know what this dude said to me? He said, let's play one-on-one for Roxana. I said, what? I said, bro, we in third grade. How old are you? Third grade? 9, 10 years old?
Yes.
No, 7 or 8.
Yeah, probably 7. You're young.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm like, I don't even know if Love and Basketball was out at this point.
Yeah, that was like an early.
Or maybe it was, and I think that's
probably.
where he got that idea from. He was like, yeah, let's play for Roxana. I was like, all right, let's go. You know, being dumb, young and dumb. I'm like, all right, let's go. So we played one-on-one. Yo, this dude was fouling the shit out of me. Like, just hitting me with elbows, haymaker. I'm like, bro, that's a foul.
He said, she mine.
She said, nah, I ain't losing this game. He said, I ain't losing this guy. I ain't losing Roxana. I don't even know what happened. I don't even think we finished the game. But yeah, man, Roxana, she played with me, man. She broke my heart. But I got over it. Because he's so young. You're just like, whatever, on to the next one. Mm-hmm. But yeah, man, shout out to Roxana, man. I hope you're doing well. And that bully, man, that neighbor of mine was a bully. I hope you're doing well too, but I still remember. I still remember
third grade and heartbreak.
Yeah, man. Nah, but I've been through heartbreaks. I think I've been on the other end of that more, which I'm not happy about. I'm not proud about it, but you know, it is what it is. I think I've broken more than I've gotten mine broken. And I think that's the most case for, well, no, because girls be breaking hearts too, all the time.
All the time, yeah.
And they don't care. I feel like girls are more ruthless. Y'all don't care at all.
You think?
Yeah, no, y'all don't care.
I feel like men don't care. I think women like think about it more and we feel bad, so we kind of like stick it out for a little longer than we should. And then we like cut you off the nice way. But then you're the ones who get your feelings hurt.
Yeah.
And then it feels like men get their feelings hurt and then turn into savages. And then you create a monster. Ladies, if you've ever broken a man's heart, I promise you've created a monster. I know somebody's heart I broke, and he turned into savage.
I don't blame him. You know what? I respect that. I respect that, dude. Live it up, king. Same goes the other way though. When guys break, you know, a good woman's heart, she might. What's that line Jay-Z says? Once a good girl's gone bad, she's gone forever. So I mean, that happens too. It happens all the time. But I think back then, when I was like, when we were growing up, I think it was easier to go through a heartbreak than it is today because of social media.
I mean, it was definitely easier. I mean, there was social media back then, but not like today. Like,
we're talking about
probably had like one platform at the time where like everybody got on, you know.
Listen, man, I grew up. I'm aging myself here. I grew up in the MySpace era.
I was just about to say MySpace. I grew up in the MySpace era.
In the AOL Instant Messenger era. So before MySpace, AOL Instant Messenger. So there really wasn't. Yeah, I guess it was social media, but it wasn't as prevalent. No, I'm saying
there wasn't like different platforms, you know. I mean, I feel like everybody was on MySpace.
Oh yeah, no, everybody was on MySpace.
You know.
Yeah.
And you would go on MySpace, see your top 8, whatever. Wow.
Top 8, top 10.
It's crazy to think about it, but yeah, you'd go on like MySpace or like whatever popular social media platform there was at the time. But it's not like now. Like now you see everyone. Like you can be on TikTok and your ex could pop up because of the algorithm, because you know where you liked something or you follow
the contacts. It always asks for your contacts.
The contacts.
So and so follow so and so based off your contacts. Because I don't know about you guys, but I never delete my contact numbers. Like I don't know why. Jess over here. She deletes you from
everything existence. You don't exist anymore.
She deletes you from phone book, all social medias. She deletes you from like everything.
Literally everything.
I don't do that. I just like, all right, whatever. I stop talking to this person, but it's always constantly reminding you, hey, this person, or even like, you know, you see sometimes where you start to like with the tags, right? You might see someone that you haven't seen in a while, and then you scroll through their photos. and then boom, there goes that person that you used to talk to. It's tagged in the photo. You're like, oh, and then you just go down a rabbit hole. So it's a lot easier to get tripped up and get reminded and fall back into that bag where you're like, damn, man, and then you start feeling low about yourself or sad or whatever the case is. So it's hard. I think in today's day and age, if I was going through a breakup, I would 100% delete social media, or at least go on a, what does it call it, like a freeze?
Okay,
or like disable your account.
Yeah,
I would disable my account.
I would too, 100%. I get off all social media. I mean, even back then, like you'd kind of just go MIA. I mean, it was a lot easier.
It was easier though. You weren't.
Yeah, for sure.
There wasn't like, all you had was a away message on instant messenger.
And then if you had deleted that person, it's like you had no, and their contact info is like you had no
blocked
source of like
That's it.
Communication whatsoever.
Yeah. So if I was dealing with something like that, I would 100% disable all my accounts. I mean, it's hard. You got all these Snapchat, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, all this stuff. You just, even if you're not going through a heartbreak, I think sometimes you need to just take a break from all that, because mentally it weighs on you mentally a lot.
It's exhausting. I mean, social media is fake, and I think a lot of people look at social media like this is what life's supposed to be like. This is what I'm supposed to look like, which I think that's huge. Like people look at, like Instagram fitness models, whether it be male or female, and you're like, this is what I'm supposed to look like. This is what the expectations are. But like, listen, everything got a filter. Everything is Photoshop. Everything, like, you can't believe what you see on social media just because it looks great. That can't be your expectation on what life is really like. And I think that's
99% of Instagram is fake. I follow this
Instagram,
dude.
TikTok, like 99% of social media is fake.
Listen,
100%.
It's cute, and I hate to bring this up, but like the Ace family, right? It's cute. Everyone started to do this whole relationship stuff, and they're like, oh my God. And so many people looked up to this couple, right? And that's besides the fact that they're going through whatever it is that they're going through. It just so happens that I'm using them and they're going through, a divorce or separation, whatever. But everyone looks up to these people. Like, they think that their relationship and their life is just
perfect,
sunshines and rainbows.
And they have the most amazing relationship, and it's everything you've ever wanted. But I think a lot of people fail to understand everything looks good on social media. You post your highs on socials, and not your lows. So
you're not gonna post when you're a little overweight and you're not feeling yourself. You're gonna post that picture when after you've been busting your ass in the gym, and you take that nice picture on the beach with your bathing suit on, with the drink in one hand. That's the picture you're gonna see. You ain't gonna see like the struggle. You ain't gonna
see that person 6 months before, when they were crying, like, wearing baggy clothes because they hated the way they looked, couldn't post a picture on social media, going through just mental, struggles. That's not what you're going to see.
It's fake, man. It's fake.
Social media is fake.
It's not even just fake. Just if you think about it this way, and my mind kind of just shifted when I started thinking this way. We always celebrate these athletes and these world-class athletes and these musicians and entertainers, right? But we don't see the work that goes behind it. Like, that's not highlighted. We don't see that athlete working out all types of crazy hours or their diet plan and just the preparation and everything. We don't see that. All we see is like when the game is on, the game is on. We don't see everything that goes behind it, and that's the ugly part. That's the sweating, the bleeding, the crying, the depression, the just like not wanting to do it, the laziness. That's everything. We don't see that. No one ever documents that. No. People only document when you're actually winning, when you've achieved that goal or whatever, you've gotten to that place. And that's the same thing with social media. Same thing with Instagram and real life, everything. You don't see everyone's struggle, man, and you have to take everything you see, or everything you scroll and you see, you have to take with a grain of salt. I don't care about the person that's hopping out of whatever car, what they got on their wrist, or what island or country they're in. Like, it's all an illusion. It's all an illusion. That's why I posted that the other day. It's all an illusion. So in order to kind of mitigate that, if you can just take a break from all that and just disable your accounts and just say, you know what, I'm just take a break, start reading, meditate, work out, eat cleaner, just do things that make you happy, I think that's the best way to get through a breakup in today's age.
I mean, honestly, and I feel like a lot of people are guilty of this. I've never personally been this person. That doesn't make me better than anyone. It's not where I'm going with this, but I think a lot of people, when they go through heartbreaks, they kind of just jump onto something else, or just like, I wouldn't say go into another relationship, but they start talking to people right away. And it's like, in their mind, I feel like they think this is going to help me distract myself. Somebody new conversation, something, just to keep my mind off of what I've been through. And I feel like that's the worst thing that you could possibly do going through a breakup, is just jumping into something else, whether that's not even a relationship. Maybe it's just talking to somebody. It's the worst thing you could do for yourself. What you really need to do when you go through a heartbreak is spend time alone. I feel like so many people,
Nobody wants to do that,
are
though.
so afraid of spending time alone, but I promise you, it helps you grow emotionally. Like, emotional maturity is so important if you're going to find the person that you want to be with for the rest of your life. I promise you, that is one key thing that you need going into a serious relationship. And so, you're going to have multiple heartbreaks, I'm sure. I mean, not that I wish it on anyone, but it's just inevitable. It happens, whatever. Yeah. But the best thing I feel like to do is just confront your feelings head on. Let yourself cry. Let yourself feel everything that you're feeling. If you're angry, if you're upset, if you're emotional, whatever those feelings are, let yourself feel everything. Because when you let yourself feel everything, you heal everything, and you're ready to move on, and you're going into your next relationship stronger than you were before.
But let's be honest, no one wants to do anything by themselves. No one even wants to go to the mall by themselves.
Listen, it is a powerful
and I'm guilty of this. I like, when I was dating, instead of taking breaks, especially like coming out of serious situationships, I instead of taking a break, I would just distract myself by talking to someone else. I would get on a dating app and I would start talking to, and like try and get that thrill of the chase, like the next one.
Right. But then I feel like you never heal the trauma that was there.
Right. And because it sucks. No one wants to be by themselves, but it's necessary.
It's very necessary.
It's 100%. Like you need that, and it sucks. It sucks, man. It sucks. Nobody wants to go through it.
But the more you do it, the more you become okay with doing things by yourself. Right. The more like internal happiness you're going to find, where you're going to get to the point where you're very happy within yourself, which means that you can actually not only happy within yourself, but you start to love yourself for who you are. And let's be real, you can't love someone else. I know this is kind of cliche, but like, you can't love someone else if you don't love yourself.
No.
And so learning to be by yourself, learning to navigate all those emotions on your own after a heartbreak is really going to help you in the long run.
I've heard of women tell guys this, that they appreciate their emotional intelligence, or like their emotional awareness, being that, and that just shows that how you feel, you know what you want, and you've taken the time to understand yourself and find yourself and get back to that, that center core of who you are and what you want. And a lot of times we don't want to. In order to do that, you need to go through that dark place. You have to.
Alone.
There's no other way.
There's no one that's going to
there's no one going to hold your hand and do it for you.
You're going to have to, and this isn't like, if you're in a dark place, like very dark place, like we're talking like harmful thoughts, obviously you need to.
It's professional
help.
Yeah, professional help.
There's absolutely nothing wrong with that, getting help.
No.
Not at all. We're talking about just, going through a simple heartbreak where, yes, it hurts, it's tears, it's painful, your heart hurts, but distracting yourself from that isn't going to help you heal that wound and move forward. So
you're just delaying the inevitable.
yeah, and having emotional intelligence when you meet somebody or you start dating somebody, having that could also help heal someone else's wounds.
100%. It's unfortunate, man. The way that we get to where we want to be is to go through the shitty times, the bad times, the dark times. It's very rare where you'll end up in a place where you want to be without having going through any struggle or any type of, heartache or heartbreak or whatever like that. But that leads me to another point that I wanted to make is, if you do get your heart broken, or if she does leave you for another dude, or vice versa, if he leaves you for another girl, you cannot turn psycho and start stalking and start showing up at places. I'm neither going to confirm nor deny whether or not I've been in situations like that, but it's not good. It's not good. Don't be showing up.
I mean, have you had a situation like that? Let's keep it real.
I have.
Listen,
Yeah, I have.
If people are tuning in, we got to give them something.
All right. Obviously, we're never going into detail, but
no names.
I've had situations where, I would show up unexpected, and that person wasn't expecting me there, and
oh, so you were the one.
Yeah, I was the one.
I thought
I was the one, and I'm saying it's not good. It's not good to do that. You showing up, to your ex's either place or work or wherever you think she might be. It's not good because sorry.
All right, he's very passionate about this one.
No, man, these microphones, I feel like they're so big. Pause. Yeah, no, is not good because you don't know who's there. You don't know what the situation is, man. But you just look crazy. You look crazy. If you show up unexpected, you look wild. You look like a psycho ex.
You do.
And it's not cute. It's not good. It's not good. I would not recommend that at all.
First of all, don't do that.
Do not do that.
But it's not even that we're not recommending. Just don't do that.
Do not. If you think about it, just say, you know what? Just go to Chick-fil-A instead, or go grab a coffee. Do something else, man. Don't do that.
I mean, if you're like 17, 16, whatever, that is completely different.
It's no excuse, though.
It is no excuse, but you are going to have a psycho phase. I mean, like,
everyone's got
real. But with age, there's should be no reason why someone is taking that much energy out of you for you to go out of your way, go searching where this person is, what this person is doing, where this person's gonna be. Like, there is no reason for you, like, girl or boy, whatever, whoever's doing it, like, go do something better with your time. Go. Because clearly, if you gotta go through mountains to discover what this person's doing, it's already dead from there. So just dead it.
It's just not good. It's not
especially
a good,
like in your like late 20s, early 30s, 40s, and up.
No.
Please,
you cannot do that.
We should know better.
You can't do that.
Better.
And listen, man, you learn from your mistakes. It is what it is. I thought that I was gonna be in a relationship with someone for a long time. Thank God, I was wrong. Thank God, I saw the light.
Me too.
He showed me the light, man.
Hallelujah.
Amen. He showed me the light, man. And if it wasn't for that day, boy, oh man, I don't even know. But you know what? I'm thankful. I have no resentment in my heart.
I know there are people watching this and they're like, bless her heart.
Good. Send all the blessings, baby. And you know what the funny thing is too? Is like, I noticed this. People think that because they knew who you were, they know who you are now. And that may be true for some people, because some people, they remain the same, they don't ever change.
Some people don't grow up.
Right. Some people don't grow up, they don't change, and whatever. I'm not here to judge anybody. But it's just funny how, like, you say that, like, oh yeah, some people are probably watching and they're like, girl, good luck with that. And I was just like, okay, like, that's fine. I don't take it any type of way, because it's like, you knew who I was. You don't know who I am today.
Yeah. Listen, I didn't get the 2018 version of him. Okay.
Nah, yo.
I got a very different version.
Yo, you got the version that they all wanted. You got the version, and you lucky because I'm not saying you're lucky, but I'm just saying it's just unfortunate. that they didn't get that version. But anyway, it's not about me. Don't do no cycle stuff by showing up, man. Just stay home. Just disable your account, and that's it, man. Don't do no stalking. Don't try and look up, her friend's Instagram, or just doing all this crazy stuff, DMing from a different account, bro. Just chill out.
Yeah, stop making fake pages. Stop
visiting our profile, because we can see whenever you visit our profile. If you don't want to support us, don't visit our profile. I'm just saying. Because we can see. We
can actually. That is a TikTok feature that just came out.
No, I think someone told me that's always been around.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. What's his name at work told me that. Yeah. But anyway.
Going back to what we were saying. Yeah, definitely don't go stalking people after a heartbreak. You are too good of a person. I don't care who you are. You're way too good and way too valuable, and your time is way too valuable to go out of your way to go find out what this person is doing. If they broke up with you, I think it's, we have to accept that, okay, somebody, no longer feels how they did. They no longer want to be with me. And we have to accept that,
It is what it is.
It is what it is. And at the end of the day, it's better for you. And if that person shows you what their true colors are, you have to accept that and consider it a blessing and move on and move forward.
I thought I was gonna have to deal with some psycho behavior from your side.
Yeah.
At first, I was like, "What do we have going on here?" But she was very clear. She told me, like, "Hey, listen, I don't know how stable this person is, and I don't know what's gonna happen, but this is the situation." And so she gave me a heads up, which, if you are in a situation like that and you are trying to move on, but you have, let's say, someone who is, somehow stuck on you,
or popping up from your past,
you should let your significant other, if you're dating someone, whoever it is that you're seeing, you should let that person know and give them a heads up, because you don't want them to be blindsided, just as you may be blindsided, because you don't know what can happen. I mean,
you don't want to ruin the good that you have. So I think open communication and, honesty is really important, especially if you are being contacted by someone you were in a relationship with. Definitely let your partner know what's going on. Yeah, I had a crazy little situation, and
it wasn't too wild, but
yeah,
it could have gotten worse.
But it was like stalking. Like, just drop it. If somebody doesn't want to be with you, you are too good.
That's it, man. You can find someone better.
You are more than worthy of finding someone who wants you.
There's someone out there for everybody, man.
Don't do that.
There's someone out there for everybody.
Don't do that. Stop being crazy.
It's hard to accept, but just get on.
Yeah, I'm not saying like, you want to break up with me? Yeah, okay. It's obviously
you ain't gonna be happy
like that. But
you're not gonna be excited about it unless you're like, all right, man, I've been waiting for this day because in my case,
that's something Brian would do.
In my case, I was like, oof.
Thank you.
I dodged a bullet.
You did it for us.
Thank you, Lord. I mean, in the moment, I was like, damn, this just sucks. But yeah, anyway, don't do that, man. Just pick up a book. You know what? I said that one of my New Year's resolutions was to read a book, one new book a month. I know it's a little excessive. It's 12 books a year, but I feel like I haven't really been reading a lot as much as I would like.
Yeah, neither have I.
But reading, especially reading like certain books, certain topics, whatever it is that you're into, it not only is beneficial, obviously, for when you're speaking and when you're trying to relay a message, critical thinking, all that stuff, but it actually helps you with kind of not erase, but it helps you forget about your current issues. Or not only that, it can kind of help with whatever it is that you're going through.
Yeah.
And it can open your mind and perspective to different
Especially
things.
Like self-help books.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Read a book, watch a new show, go out with your friends, spend
shows
some time with your friends,
shows
your
are
family.
depressing.
What? No, there's some good shows.
I don't know. We started watching Griselda. This girl, listen to this. Listen to this. Jess, I'm much older than Jess, okay? And I'm happy to say that I have a young, beautiful, sexy wife, and she'll always be younger than me. Right? That's the beauty of it, fellas. Get yourself not too young. You know,
Yeah, no,
no,
we're
don't
not
go too,
condoning
don't go crazy.
anything
But
inappropriate.
this girl had the nerve to tell me. I said, "You ever heard of?" Because she was saying, "Hey, let's start watching Griselda," and I'm like, "Oh yeah, I've been waiting to watch it with you." So she's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "You ever heard of Cocaine Cowboys?" Bruh, she says to me, "Yeah, I'm the one that put you on Cocaine Cowboys." I looked at her and I was like, "Excuse me, you put me onto Cocaine Cowboys? I was watching Cocaine Cowboys when you were like in 6th grade, so I don't know what you talking about. I put you on to Cocaine Cowboys. Cocaine Cowboys came out in 2006 or 7. I was in I was in high school. I was in high school." And she wants to tell me that she put me on. She probably didn't even know what her multiplication table was yet. She was still doing division, man, and subtraction. She wasn't even on the times tables. She wanted to tell me, "Oh yeah, I put you on." I'm like, "Yo, go to sleep."
He was like, "Go take a seat."
I said, "Go take a seat somewhere." But anyway, yeah, no, that show's pretty good. But shows, I wouldn't recommend shows. I would recommend reading a book, exercising, getting your your diet in check.
No, it's doing whatever makes you feel good.
Whatever makes you feel good, man. If you like cars, you go out, go drive around, take a drive, whatever. Don't be doing no like 120 miles an hour into a wall or nothing like that. But just like just do whatever, do whatever makes you happy, man. Forget about that person. There's 7 billion people on this planet. Pick and choose.
And seek like support from friends, family, whoever you have around you. And just kind of be there for you. Take your mind off, spend time, go out.
Yeah, man. Enjoy
yourself.
You're young. You're
I don't care if you're 60 years old. You're young. Go out.
Life is short, man. Life is short. Don't be dwelling on one person. Especially one person is gonna make you change. It's gonna make you feel like this. Like just one person.
Especially if they've made it clear they don't want to be with you anymore.
Yeah,
don't do that. Don't waste your valuable
Yo,
time.
for real. If I could tell my younger self that is
don't waste time.
If somebody doesn't want to talk to you, somebody doesn't want to be with you, somebody breaks up with you, yo, it was nice meeting you. I wish you the best. That's it. Cut it off. Keep it moving. I wish I said that to myself. And whatever, you live and you learn. But yeah, heartbreaks and social media in 2024. I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of heartbreaks during the summer because summertime. That's when the F boys are like, "Oh yeah, nah, it's 80,
it's single time,
it's 75 degrees,
single
baby."
Season.
They be looking for any argument.
I know, that's another thing. If you're experiencing the same heartbreak over and over again, like you have a type maybe, and you keep going for these toxic people, please do yourself a favor and save yourself a heartache. Learn the toxic traits, learn the red flags, and change it.
Red flags?
Yes.
Yo, you guys let us know what are some of the red flags that you think are toxic. Like super, like,
Oh, like completely stay away.
To stay away from.
Yeah.
Just listen. Just live your life.
Yeah.
Do what you want to do. But do it without having, to break anyone's heart. Speaking from experience, okay?
But yeah.
We're going to try and pump out, this has been a little bit of a hiatus, and I hate this because it's the beginning of the year. But again, we had the birthdays going on. We're going to, I want to say I want to start doing 2 a week. But listen, obviously our special guest, he was actually pretty quiet tonight. Mm-hmm. He was pretty quiet tonight. He was he's been pretty good, but as soon as we put him down, man, he's just not having it. But I don't know, maybe he'll have a few words for the next podcast.
Maybe. Listen, I'm so serious. If there are any parents out there with some tips.
What kind of, man, you acting like we're over here like we have no idea what we're doing.
No, I'm saying who have tips on getting your baby to just sleep on their own.
I told you.
This kid like jumps to the top of the bed, to the bottom of the bed, Like, you put him in his little bassinet, he's hitting the top of his head at the bassinet. Like, does anybody else's kid do that?
Nah, this one
the
time.
comments are gonna be like, yeah.
This one time I saw him, I was going to the bathroom. His head was like in the corner of the bassinet, but like in such a weird position. It looked like he just got like smacked in the back of the head, and he was just knocked out like that. I'm like, this.
And he
little
loves
boy,
sleeping like that.
This little boy is crazy.
He slept in the womb like that, but
he's a wild little boy. But yeah, that's our advice for heartbreaks, man. Steer clear, do you, and don't let it bring you down, king and queens.
Never.
Maybe he'll make an appearance for the next podcast, next episode.
Maybe. Please don't ask us to see him. We're gonna keep him.
Someone said that
off social media.
Someone told me that we think we have a celebrity baby.
We don't think we have a celebrity baby. We're not celebrities. But the internet is a really weird.
I don't want to be a celebrity.
Place, and don't want to share my kid on social media. I think people have to respect it. And if you don't, I don't really care. You're not his parent, so.
Yeah, what
I don't really care.
You know what's weird too? We went to Target today, and she would always tell me whenever she would be out with him in the stroller. She's like, everyone just breaks their neck to try and look at the baby.
Look at babies.
I actually saw it today, and I experienced it. And I'm like, oh, damn, this is real. People really just break their necks. They walk by you, they break their neck, try and look inside the carriage or the stroller. And you're like, this is weird. I don't do that. I don't know.
First of all, it's weird. Don't be a weirdo like that. Leave the moms alone.
There's a lot of weird people on the internet.
Leave moms alone. They have enough stress leaving the house with the baby and getting the baby to and from the car and to the place. Don't go out here like, oh. Please don't be out here trying to look and get close to the baby. Leave the moms alone.
Yeah, man, leave us alone. We're not celebrities, but just leave us alone. All right, guys. We'll catch you on the next episode.
Yep.
And we'll see if the baby wants to make an appearance.
She is. My baby.
All right, I'll see you guys in the next one.
Bye.
Peace.